Hi, and welcome to the Build with Baer workshop. My name is Pat Baer, and first and foremost, I apologize. It's 10 p.m. Eastern Time if you're watching this live, and that's an hour later than I normally stream, and an hour later than I had proposed that I would be streaming. That is, we're going to get building in a minute. I'm going to wait for a few more folks to join us. I have no idea, starting an hour late without notice. I have no idea what that's going to mean for people watching. Time is a construct, says Ultron. Throwing the Bear Cave emote in there. I'm going to throw the Bear Cave emote back. So, why didn't I think about daylight savings fucking with my streaming schedule? I should have thought of it. I didn't. Folks that have been watching lately know that a couple months ago, it became apparent, hello Lashbrook, welcome, that I couldn't stream before 9 p.m. Eastern without dropping lots of frames and it being just plain awful. That I'm just not able to stream before 9 p.m. Eastern due to the just terrible upload speeds that I have. That after 9 o'clock seems to be fine. Before that, not good at all. Even at like 8:55 p.m. So it should have occurred to me that when daylight savings happened and we jumped ahead an hour, well, that would mean that my 9 o'clock stream start time is actually the 8 o'clock from Saturday, or you know what I mean? So like, it should have occurred to me, oh, when I start streaming at 9 o'clock tonight, it'll be like it was 8 o'clock and it won't work. Oops. And that did not occur to me to, I would say, probably about 6 p.m. Eastern time tonight. Probably about 3 hours before I wanted to stream. I was like, oh, wait, I bet that's not going to work. And it didn't. So tonight and Thursday and Saturday of this week, at the very least, I will be streaming at 10 p.m. Eastern time till midnight. Still giving you 2 hours to stream. This is 2 hours. But starting at 10 p.m. Plus, hello, Humbao. Hello and welcome. I'm throwing the Bear Cave emote in there for Humbao as well. So that's bad. It's bad. Also, the stream I do to Wednesday. The stream I do on Wednesday night, which is just going to be a bonus extra non-building stream. That's going to be on Wednesday. That will start at 10 o'clock as well. Is your internet like ratio during the day or something? You make it seem like this was a thing with your ISP. So, Lashbrook, I know what it is. It is a combination of one thing being that my building is just 2 floors, right? It's my landlord, and it's on the first floor. It's me on the second floor with my roommate. But all our internet, all our cable, their cable television, their internet, our internet, are on the same line that goes from our apartment or the building to whatever behind our house to the street. It's not the street, but it's like whatever. Construction next door happened a couple months ago, and they moved our line. And when they did that, it disrupted service. So before 9 p.m. now, I don't have good service. And I didn't know that until I tried to do my first Monday stream. I hit my $150 Patreon goal and was like, oh, cool. Now I can start streaming on Mondays, and I'll do an afternoon stream. The first day, didn't work. The next Tuesday, I was like, oh, I'll do it during the day. Didn't work. And then I started experimenting, and then I realized I can't even start at 8 o'clock because I was like, oh, I'll just do whatever. Now it seems like anything before 9, because even a couple weeks ago, I did a stream that started at 8:45 and I didn't run into a problem. Now, when my stream goes live at 9 p.m. as of Saturday, 8:59, I'm still getting some drop frames. So it is it is the cable line for my cable. In the afternoon, my upload speed is very inconsistent. Generally around just terrible, and I just drop frames and it's bad. So it is my ISP. So on the plus side, I'm gonna have to redo my Patreon goals because I said that I would get better internet when we reached $200. I'm just going to get better internet. I have to. I have to get better internet. I don't have a full-time job. I'm still running off severance until the middle of April, but I need consistent upload speed because right now I'm going to be streaming at 10 p.m. Eastern Time because it's technically not, 9 p.m. to lap around some sort of 9 to 5 EMI source. Mr. Bob, I don't know what's going on. I mean, I know that it's just a disruption and it's just too much going on one single cable line. And the real... so Lashbrook, it's not an option because I tried to get my... Back when my roommate, previous roommate, not the roommate I have now, we'll get to building in just a moment. I'll finish this thought, then I'll get to building. Thanks for everybody for joining me tonight also. Hello. We're going to start with the Lego set that Board Ming purchased because he bought a bunch of kits. So we're going to finish the Lego set, then we're going to work on Optimus Prime, which should be a pretty quick build. So we should actually finish Optimus Prime tonight and the Lego set. I have another kit waiting right here in case we get through everything. So getting my internet fixed isn't an option. What we need is a dedicated line from my apartment that is just for me and my roommate and just for our internet. But to do that, a cable person needs access to our neighbor's backyard because our backyard faces our neighbor's backyard. And our neighbor, the last time we tried to get it fixed, which was a couple years ago, same neighbor refused to let the cable operator enter. I made a request. I had my landlord make a request. They said no to me. They said no to my landlord, who they know personally. Because it's like on their property technically. So the cable repair person would have to go on there. Hello, Space Cadet. Happy to have you there. Because what ended up happening was a previous roommate of mine we'll go to the overhead here. We're working on this Lego set here, which is the Ninja Legacy, Ninjago Legacy, not Ninja, which is a TV show. Working on the Golden Dragon kit, which is a fun little kit. We'll look at the minifigs here before we get building. And once again, sorry for the delay. That I should have thought of that when I realized daylight savings was happening, because it always surprises me. I should have realized that I would not be able to stream at 9 o'clock. So I'm looking into Fios through Verizon. They would run a line not from my backyard, but from the pole and on the street, which is actually right behind me, and it would go right to our wall, and they could use the cable, the access there, so they wouldn't have to go through my backyard. And because I'm a Verizon customer through my phone, they would waive the installation fee, which is like $100. And then when you get the taxes and all that, if I get the 100 up, 100 down, it is working on just a couple, honestly, $10 more a month, which isn't bad at all, totally reasonable. I should not be spending that when I don't have a full-time job lined up, but I can't stream without it. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to try to order that tomorrow because it's bad. At the very least, I want them to come and say, yes, we can install that. So 100 isn't, that's not 100% guaranteed, certainly. But the alternative for me is what I have now, which even at best is 30 down. And during the day, like 2 up. So if I can get 50-50, if I can get 30 up, consistent 30 up, I'd be thrilled. So that's where we're at. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Once again, I'm sorry that we had the late start for folks that are watching. I'm also a little bummed because I had a good internet day, and I was hoping a few people that, went out of their way to like my tweets today might want to check in. Epic Open World, hello and welcome. You're keeping me company tonight while I do my taxes. Well, congrats, Epic Open World, on getting that done. I'm still waiting on one tax form. I have almost all of my tax stuff done. I am waiting on one form to come in. I'm usually done months before this, but one job that is just being annoying. They were supposed to send me stuff a month by the end of February, and they haven't. So frustrating. I have everything else done. I just have to add that in, total it up, send my stuff in. Hey, did you hear about the NES UWC wrestling game that got found? Ultron, I did not hear about that. That sounds rad. I will investigate that. I love when people find undiscovered games, and the fact that it's an undiscovered wrestling game, that rules. All right, so this is a small kit. Normally, if I bought this kit, I would have saved it for travel. But because Board Ming bought it, and I like having a few cheaper options for folks because, you know, it's incredibly generous that anyone spends any money on any kit that for me to be able to build on stream. I am blessed by that and totally grateful. So I understand that like people buying me $50 model kits is not something that like I should be expecting, right? Even $40 kits. So when someone buys, you know, so I like having a few options for folks that are a little bit on the cheaper end, and this certainly is. It's like 170 something pieces, but it looks cool. It's a dragon, and then we also got our gold samurai guy. He rides a gold dragon. We got this what appears to be some sort of zombie gentleman with a crossbow. And then we got this friend. Again, no such thing as an uncool dragon. Totally. So this friend is another four-armed person. We've seen that before in Ninjago. But this one doesn't have legs. It has this weird stand thing that doesn't really work. You'd have to put it on a place. So what I end up doing is I'm using the staff here to kind of balance it. Or I did. Kind of keep it from falling over. Because it is real weird. But yeah, you're totally right, Ultron. There's no such thing as an uncool dragon. There. Kind of stands up. So yeah, we already got some really cool minifigs. Also, I do want to point out this minifig has the half legs, which I've only seen a couple times. So it doesn't have bendable legs. It has almost impossible to see on anything, but it has little half legs, which is interesting. So it is short compared to other. That's it. That's all there was for that. But yeah, so I am going to be investigating FiOS. There's a 2-year deal that I'm eligible for. 100 up, 100 down. Which, like I said, if it's 30 up, that's incredible. If it's like anything, would be great. I'm going to actually check right now. It'll actually screw stuff up for this, but I'm going to real quick do a quick little, let's see what happens if I run speed test right now. Does it drop any frames when I do that? So right now, I have 69, nice, down. Testing that screwed up caused me to drop a lot of frames, so hopefully that'll come back. Yes, so that was 5 up. I have right now, which is pretty good. We did drop some frames there by testing, because obviously we're streaming and testing. That's not good. But I was getting 5 up. So that's terrible. It's 10 p.m. at night. 5 up is very bad. It's also why it takes so long for my videos to upload to YouTube. Now I have, by saving them as MKVs, I am now cutting the processing time on YouTube, which is helping a lot. But it's still annoying. And I don't want to stream at 10 p.m. till midnight. I want to stream 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. It's a good balance, I think. Uh, Epic Open World says, doing your taxes on TurboTax. They really want me to pay a large amount of money to talk to a CPA live while I do my taxes. They grossly overestimate how much money I make, I guess. Well, Epic Open World, they're trying to hit everybody with the same things. You know, you got to cast a wide net if you want to catch the fish, right? So yeah, they are hoping by asking a bunch of people, they get a few people that are like, yes, I will indeed give you more money than other people would. Here you go. I wish I could get 100 for $10 more. I know, Lashbrook. I mean, that's honestly what sucks the most is. What really honestly sucks is that my best case scenario right now, which is 5 up, 69 down, I'm spending with taxes $54 a month. Now, obviously, I'm spending half of that. My roommate kicks in the other half. That's how much my internet is here. My internet that won't let me stream images and my voice consistently before now 10 p.m. That's terrible. You know, I did everything I could over the phone. Like we said, a while ago, tried to have someone come out and work on the line, and that's not just so. I will. The goal is to get new internet and get FiOS, and then if that doesn't work, if it doesn't end up doing anything, then I'll take it from there. But my assumption is that it's gonna work out okay. I've heard very good things about FiOS. I don't, also, like I said, I do already have a phone with Verizon, so I do get a 2-year contract. Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully it'll work out. Hopefully I can get it done soon. Like I said, at the very least, I know that this week alone, at least I can tell you that I will be streaming at 10 p.m. on Thursday and Saturday. And Wednesday when I do my bonus stream. Because Wednesday I'm going to do some Twitch things, I think. Take tomorrow off, sing on Wednesday. So that's the goal for that. Oops, I missed a piece. Missed a piece. Face the wrong way. And missed a piece. There we go. So yeah, so that's the plan. I don't like I said, I'm not thrilled with this. I'd much rather be 9 to 11 like our good friend Harold Price, H-Bomb, could not watch the stream tonight because he only watches the first hour while, school is in session because he teaches, so he's got to go into work. So he watches 9 to 10 and certainly couldn't do that tonight, which sucks. I don't like that. I know that 10 p.m. might be better for my West Coast friends. It's 7 o'clock now, so that might be good. I know that 6 p.m. is early for many of y'all. But I also just I don't like having 0 options. So one of the other things that's happening is on March 23rd, which is a Saturday, I'm working that night. I'm covering a shift because I'm going away the next weekend. So I'm working a shift. So I'm going to do an afternoon stream from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. But I can't do that at home. So I rented space somewhere. So I'm going to spend money to make sure that I can stream so I can do a Saturday stream for y'all. Because I'm working Friday, Saturday, Sunday, late at night. So I can't stream before that. But if my internet was reasonable or fine, not even reasonable, to fine, then I would just do it in the afternoon from my apartment. Can't do that. Got to do it the other way. It's frustrating. I'd prefer it not be that case. I'm going to drink a little water. Apologize. But yeah. Hey, reminder, if you use Twitch Prime in order to be a subscriber here, You have to manually renew that every month. You can't just let them auto renew. It'll auto renew if you are using monies. Um, but if you are using the Twitch Prime because you linked your Twitch Prime, Amazon Epic Open World just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Speaking of, thank you Epic Open World for doing that. Yeah, because uh, the new normal right now is about 40 subscribers. I'd love to get that to the middle 40 so that it's pretty consistent. We did hit we did hit over 70, but we hit 69 subscribers. But that was during the big push from me losing my job. Many folks were great about subscribing, and that has kind of dwindled down some, which is fine. People didn't continue. Also, because several of you gifted a bunch of subscriptions to people who then didn't renew, which, yeah, all right, I get that. They don't have to. I wish they would. But yeah, I'd love to get back up to that big old good number of over 40 would be nice. My hope is that by doing some panels at PAX at the end of the month, I will be on Twitch / PAX 2 or PAX 3. Sorry, I'll be on Twitch.tv / PAX 3 for on that Thursday doing the improvised postmortem. So my hope is that while I'm doing that, promoting my Twitch stream at the end of that will, generate a few people popping in to see what's up. Because I would like that. Oh yeah, Ultron threw the Bear Cave emote in there. I didn't either. Let's throw the Bear Cave emote in there. Thank Epic Open World for subscribing. I feel bad about that. Forgot about it. Our emote designer, Alexandra, is... we got some stickers here. We're going to do some stickers. Is currently busy with other projects. We will be getting a new $10 emote. And the Lego emote will become available for everyone because they changed a few things. So then now we're going to make it so the folks at the $5 level will have 2 emotes for subscriber. Epic Open World says, glad to give you my Twitch Prime each month. Well, thank you. I'm happy to have it. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. It does mean a lot. Wait. It's 2. Oh. Had the flag on upside down. I was like, why does this look wrong? I put up today, because it was Monday, part 2 of my 4-part series on Fallout 4, Let Pat Play. The look at cheats and mods called Uncommonwealth for Fallout 4. And I'm very happy with it. Did a lot of, showed off a lot of cool mods for doing some settlement building. I have one settlement that I've really built up and done some cool stuff in and showed that off. And then I showed off what happens when you, okay, put that aside there. When you are overpowered with equipment and invulnerability and you run the gauntlet at, what do you call it? Nuka World, the DLC Nuka World. What happens when you're very overpowered in that, which is pretty fun. The gauntlet looks like it would have been maddening without cheats, says Ultron. Yeah, there are parts of that thing that were really awful the first time I played through it. I've played through it, I think, twice. But I was pretty high level when it came out. I still had some good gear. But yes, that was pretty tough to do just on my own back in the day, which was a couple years ago. Yeah, Nuka World is very interesting. It kind of sucks, but there's some interesting things. Anyway, I looked at some fun mods and cheats in that, and I think that people will like that episode. I think it's pretty fun. And I've got some more coming up in part 3. Alright, so we're working on a leg here. Back leg. Put that on. You can see that there. We're just going to keep going. We've got our other leg. But yeah, it's really fun to do. There's so many great. I mean, there's still new mods coming out. Next, part 3 of my look, I'm going to be looking at a mod that came out this week. It's so people are still actively, heavily doing mods for Fallout 4, and there's just like a lot of good stuff to look at. And there's also an upgrade from Fallout New Vegas. I looked at a mod that wasn't that great, but was like a fun idea, and someone else has taken the charge to make it way cooler. So I'm excited about that and showing off that mod. Well, yeah. All right, so we got those. Now we got to build the legs here. 2 at a time. I should put a thing out for when I get ready to do the last one. Call for people's. I should just do that anyway. I should put a call out for people's favorite Fallout 4 mods. See if anybody has any out there that they're like, oh, you gotta look at this thing. I'm having fun with it. One of the really interesting things is because of settlements, no one really does player homes anymore. That was such a big thing in Fallout New Vegas. The idea of having a player home is like a huge part of the mod scene, and Skyrim as well, even pre home DLC. So it's really interesting that in this game, like in Fallout 4, people are just like, nah. There's no reason to have a player home because you just build settlements. So people just do like settlement blueprints and mods and such for settlements, which makes a lot of sense. But I was surprised. I don't know. Overall, it's also fun to go back to that game. Just try out a bunch of random stuff. Especially since I just played, after just playing Fallout New Vegas, it's fun to like look at all the changes. I only have one companion in the game right now, and it's dog meat because I built up Red Rocket where you meet dog meat. I have no other companions so far because I haven't bothered. I haven't even been to Diamond City yet. I should go to Diamond City. I've barely done anything. I went killed a bunch of people in Nuka World, really, and then I went to Abernathy Farm because I wanted to do some trading, and I needed another settlement. So I went. Abernathy Farm is one of the easiest places to go make a settlement. Obviously, like the drive-in isn't bad, is easy. This one you just have to do like one quest. You gotta go kill some raiders, and then boom, they're like, hey, whatever you want to do here, go to town. So I went and did that, which worked out pretty cool, pretty good. Some friends. Okay. All right. So those are the back legs here. Now we can work on the front ones, I think. I really like that this dragon's tail are swords. That's a very fun, silly inclusion that I'm very into. All right. Oh, I did want to say, so we're working on this. Then we're going to work on Optimus Prime. That's our next kit. When we finish Optimus Prime, I am making an executive Pat Baer decision. Instead of putting up a poll, because I will do that after, I'm just going to build Naruto, because I really want to build Naruto. And it's just something I think is going to be really fun. It's basically the Naruto kit is like building a Dragon Ball kit, so it should be fast. But also, it's got magnets on the feet, and I want to build it, so we're gonna. But it's also like a property. Like I like the idea of doing believe it, right? Says Ultron. There's something about like doing Optimus Prime and then doing Naruto that like feels, I'm never bored with the stuff we do here. But, you know, doing Ninjago kits and then doing another Gundam isn't boring to me, but it might be boring to somebody else. So I kind of like the idea of switching it up now and again. We'll talk a little bit about Boruto later, because I'm caught up on Boruto. So in anime talk, we can talk about that. But yeah, I kind of want to do it. I'm gonna get a Twitch payment soon, and I know what kit I'm gonna buy with that. So that'll be good. I don't think this month I'll do a poll for subscribers. Maybe next month I'll do another poll of what to buy. But there is a kit that I've been eyeing for a while that came down in price, and if the price holds, that'll be the thing I get. All right, so this goes on here, and then this goes that. Okay, goes on there. It's got a little movement there. It's just a big knife. That's fun. And then this goes here. Okay, tax is done. Now to eat some leftover pizza. Hell yeah, Epic Open World. Get that pizza. And congratulations on finishing your taxes up, because that can be annoying. I love all of the weapons on this kit. I didn't even notice that when I looked at this Golden Dragon, that it just had so many swords. Because like, here's another sword. I love the idea that this Golden Ninja's transport is just a dragon full of weapons. And also flames. Flames. 4 and 4. Alright, so let's make sure that we're putting the flames on right here. Just using our sponger as a tool. But yeah, I think it's going to be fun to do Teenage Naruto. I think that'll be a fun kit to build. I put a couple new things on my wish list. Move some stuff around. Trying to keep it interesting for people. I am waiting on one, because I really want to do... I'm definitely going to jump ahead. As soon as I have an available time where I'm like the next time I have a kit that it's time to... Or sorry. The next time I'm ready to start a new kit and I have all the pieces, I'm going to build all those Tony choppers. Because it's a 5-piece mini set that then combines together. One of them is coming by March 20th. I got all the other 5. One is coming from Japan and just hasn't arrived yet. And when that does, I will then build all those Tony choppers for One Piece that are little Tony choppers in vehicles that then combined into a giant Tony chopper. And I really want to build that. So hopefully this 5th piece will come, so I can put it all together. Alright, so then we just got to build a claw here for this. Put that there. But yeah, I'm excited about that. It's fun to have the kits that I'm looking forward to building. Like I said, there's at least one kit I know I'm going to get. I know I have one kit coming from y'all. Someone bought something off my wish list, which rules. Thank you very much. I know that's coming at some point, and I look forward to building that. And that is a full master grade model kit. The last master grade in a TV show that didn't put out that many master grades. And this is the last one that we haven't built yet. So someone probably could guess what it is, but if you don't know, it's fine. That I'm looking forward to building. Alright, so this goes on this. Oops. So this these are our wings, I guess. Yeah, this is our dragon, our wings, our weapon wings, basically. Fucking pretty rad, right? I think that looks very cool. Like that. Look at that. That looks awesome. All right, so basically we're going to do what we just did there, only the other side. But because they're, you know how it works. Should be pretty simple. This whole kit was pretty straightforward. There's not that many decals. I think there's just 6 decals. So we're going to do the other ones. Yeah, we're going to put the other flames on and then we'll be done. So, pardon me. Sorry about that. Pretty simple. I'm so bummed. I'm going to put out a word tomorrow I'll post on the Discord. I'll post on Patreon to everybody the new schedule that at least this week's schedule kind of get the word out that I'm going to have just late starts this week at the very least. My new your nephew was way into Ninjago when he was young, and now he's a teen, and I don't know what he thinks is cool anymore. Sorry, Epic Open World. You just never know. It's sometimes exactly what you would think, and it's sometimes something completely out of left field. So somebody I know who is not a gamer was talking to their nephew and was like, "Oh, I bet you love Fortnite." And apparently her nephew was like, "No, I love Civilization 6." Real big Civ 6 fan. Like a 9 or 10-year-old. And I was like, "All right, sounds rad." So she was like, "Shit, I learned just enough about Fortnite to be able to talk to him about Fortnite and seemed like the cool aunt." And she goes, "What the fuck do I say about, what am I supposed to say about Civ?" And I was like, "I don't know. Ask him if Gandhi's an asshole." That's all I know. I mean, I played Civ Rev, so I know some things about Civ, but I was like, I don't know what I can tell you to tell him about Civ. This is fucking really funny to me. Oh, sorry, yawning there. Hell yeah, Civ 6, he is the cool kid. Yeah, I think it was pretty cool, I thought. All right. Another sword. Another sword. Just putting all the swords on here. Yeah, I don't have any. I have little cousins, little second cousins, and my cousin's kids. Neither of them have shown any inclination to video games, so we have not talked about games, which is fine. They don't have to like them, but their dad certainly had consoles. He's only a couple years older than me, so growing up, they had consoles, but they were never super into it. He was more of a sports guy, so he still played games. He just, I don't think he has owned a console since like the PlayStation 2. I think that might have been his last one. So, and I don't think their mother is into games either. So, we'll see. But I bet he still knows how to floss even though he doesn't play Fortnite. Well, he goes to school, so my friend's nephew certainly knows how to floss. He's not homeschooled, so he certainly learned. In my mind, homeschool kids are the only kids that don't know how to floss. I don't know if that's true or not, but it feels right. Feels like an accurate statement. Alright, so this goes on like this. Then we just have to build a claw like we built before. And then we'll be finished with almost all this kit. Got to build the head here too. We got some big pieces for the head. They didn't go out of their way to. They made some unique pieces here, but it looks fucking cool. So whatever, I don't care. All right, we'll put this on here. Put this on there. All right. Okay. There. And then this goes on here. Cool. Now we just have to build the head. And we'll be done with this dragon. Do that. Oh, yeah. Go. Just use that. Alright, let's finish this dragon up. So what is the signature dance emote from Apex? Do people just copy the accents of the characters? I don't know. I assume that it is catchphrase based. People's talk are just all of the catchphrases. I have not seen any. The only videos I've seen about Apex are, people doing well in the game videos. I don't think I've seen anything else. All right, so this is our launcher. Our mouth has a launcher. That's the weapon in this one. So, all right, and this is very simple, easy to put together. Boom, we did it. Very satisfying clanking noise. I'll do that. Oh, we got to do it over here. Satisfying. Oh. Satisfying clanking. As far as I can tell, kids aren't talking about Apex. Yeah, Ultron, I could see that. Even though it's free, I could see it not being huge with kids, but it seems to be good with, it's doing well enough. It seems to be good with people who are looking for a new game to get really into. A good a multiplayer game to just be obsessed with. So that's what it seems like. Like people who are like, this is what I say. I know it's going to do well, but in my mind, and maybe this is accurate and maybe it's not, it's people who are like, well, I guess I'll get the Division 2. I guess we're playing the Division 2. All right. Oh, Apex, that looks cool. Like, to me, that's the audience. It's people who are like, so parents don't let their kids play because it's more hardcore than Fortnite. It certainly looks like it. Briticus says, hey Pat, finally caught you on stream. Hey and welcome. Hello, Briticus. Happy to have you here. We're building some kits. Normally this is a 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. stream. Tonight we are doing 10 to midnight because daylight savings screwed up my schedule. So we're here 10 p.m. until midnight, streaming, doing that thing. Welcome, happy to have you here. Yeah, I can totally understand parents thinking Apex is too much of a real video game, too violent for their kids. It makes sense to me. I don't know if I agree with it, but I understand. All right, we got some extra pieces. We'll put our extra pieces in there. But yeah, that's our kit. A simple, easy kit to build. You put your rider here. You open up the legs a little bit. You get the wings going with its claws. You get the mouth open, not as much. Simple, easy kit. 45 minutes. Britt asks, how's it been going since the Beast? Well, so I am working 2 nights a week at the Brooklyn Comedy Collective at the Brick Theater. So I'm doing a little teching. That started in March. That's been okay. It is not a full-time job. I would love to have full-time employment, and I'm working on that. But right now it is, I like to have a full-time job, is I guess what I'll say. But it is I have been able to get some things done that I probably wouldn't have if I was working as hard as I had been up until the middle of February. But yeah, that's going to be it for this kit. We'll take a photo of it. I'll take a photo at the end of the stream because I always take photos and upload those to my Discord and to Twitter. But yeah, that's the end of that. So we're going to move on to Optimus Prime. So we'll go put up the Prime photo there. And we'll it's there. Humbao just cheered 15 coins. Thank you very much for that. One thing that has bugged me, Respawn says 15 million players of Apex. Well, that counts people like me that played it twice and said nope and never played it again. How many active players do you actually have? That makes, yeah, I mean, like, Epic, it's certainly not at that big of a number. It's good enough that they're certainly happy about it and happy to talk about it. But yeah, that they're not going to talk about concurrence unless it breaks some record or is nonsense. 50 million is a way obviously bigger, better number. So hopefully at some point they will just say like, hey, what are concurrence? I know that I don't play it all the time, but every time I have played it, I have not run into an issue with getting a full game together. Obviously, not a lot of people needed for it, but still fun. All right, so we've got some decals. This is a Bandai kit, this Optimus Prime kit. It is not a transforming kit, which is weird, but still cool. It is just the attack mode. It is like similar to Bandai in a way. It is, you know, licensed, properly licensed. We can look at the box here, see if there's any information about that. I can just put this there first. I'll just put that there. Yes, this isn't a Bandai kit, but it's, you know, similar to probably some of the action figure model kits we've built for Dragon Ball style thing. It's in color. All of it's in color, which is nice. The stickers are numbered and lettered, which is nice. I appreciate that. There's quite a bit of stickers, so we will have some sticker work to do. So yeah, so we'll have some stickers. We'll have some. Well, it'll all be fun, and we'll have a good time doing it. But it is like interesting. Anytime you're putting together a kit, you haven't done before. It would have been obviously more interesting if this kit was a model kit that also transformed. But I understand why that is not what's happening. I get that. But I wanted to make this. I have Starscream on my wish list as well, which we'll talk about at 11 o'clock. But because I wouldn't mind. I think they put out 3. I think they have Optimus Prime, Starscream, and then the evil truck Nemesis, which is just a recolor of this. So I assume it might be different, but I assume it's just that the evil truck, which I'm not particularly interested in. F3 is this one here. Ooh, look at that! Look at that! That's some good coloring right there. That's some good see-through purple plastic. Put that up there. It's very good. Very good colors. Is it the type of kit Vinny builds, or is less complex than what he does? So I don't know. Vinny does like masterpiece Transformers, which I don't even think are kits. I think Vinny just buys incredibly expensive Transformers. I'm pretty sure he doesn't actually buy Transformer like model kit things, but he's certainly building things that are more advanced than this. But yeah, I'm fairly certain. Of course, like I said, I haven't really actually investigated it myself, so I might be wrong. Gonna we're covering up the old Matrix of Leadership right there. Cover that up with some purple. Alright, so Go do that, and then C23. Uh, Numbers are a little small on the instructions, which is fine. We got plenty of light here, but you know, it's good to get something new every once in a while, right? Yeah, Masterpiece are just action figures. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Vinny doesn't build anything right now other than woodworking projects. All right, so this goes like this. Yeah, like I said, this was just wanting to do something a little different, Now and again, I think it's really keeps things from being stale. Like I still love cool Gundams are still cool. Yes, just expensive action figures. Yes, he likes to buy expensive action figures. That's his thing. Um, but yeah, I've been interested in the idea of just getting some, trying some different kits out. This is F2. Yep. Okay. So rubber pieces here. I was wondering if we would have some rubber connectors. We do have a few rubber connectors. And then we need F2.4 and F2.2. But yeah, I think woodworking is the only building that Vinny does for his model kit stuff. Love to build something with him in the future. It's very fun to kind of like work with Dan on something, and yeah, and also like actually build Lego with Abby would be very cool too. There's people that like things that I like. I'd be into that. B11 and B12 are the pieces here. So yeah, this should be a pretty quick build. If we don't finish it tonight, we will finish it up on Thursday, 10 p.m. Ugh, so annoyed. Like I said, I'm only looking ahead this week as far as my schedule goes. My hope is that I would be able to get files faster, but I don't know. Who knows what's gonna happen with that? But I gotta do it because I can't live this way. That's dramatic. That's too dramatic. Is it sad that I don't actually remember much about Transformers as a kid? No, I remember watching it some, but I can't tell you anything about it. Epic World, that's not sad at all. There's no reason that you would like 100% like know a thing, remember a thing if it didn't hit you hard, if it didn't, you know, if it didn't really get you. Like, yeah, that makes sense. Not every product or every show meant something to everybody. All right. But yeah. Sometimes it's like a thing just doesn't hit you, and you just don't, remember it. That's not unusual at all. All right, so this is gonna go in. Okay, so it goes in like that. So a lot of this is just like me making some assumptions on this kit based on how model kits work, and we'll see if those hold true. So there's some tiny instructions. All right. Just, if we gotta redo something, if we gotta go in and fix something, we'll do that. I'm never worried about that as far as model kit building goes. Model kit construction. It's like, okay, I didn't do that right. All right, let me figure it out. That's how it works. That's how it works. I remember the flight on the dam and the laser axe and Morningstar. Well, Ultron, yep, that is early Transformers. I didn't even play the 360 games. People like those games. Yeah. I mean, if you don't have nostalgia for it, you don't have nostalgia for it. Like I grew up, I was a young kid in the 80s, and I think I really got into Transformers in its like relaunch run after the movie. They, did a few graphic updates and put it out again. I think that's when I actually got into the show. All right, we'll attach these pieces here, and then we will attach this. Then we'll do stickers. So let's do the back of the chest first, and then we can do the stickers of the chest. Pardon me. Yeah, War for Cybertron. There were a couple. The first one I thought was good. I didn't really like the second one as much, but they were interesting games. They were trying something, so I always appreciate that. Certainly. All right. Gonna need this here. Okay, that goes in like that, and then this is gonna snap in on the back here. All right. Okay, that went together pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. All right, let's put some decals on here. Oh, we got one more piece to put on, and then we'll put on decals. D1. 12. Now I have the Transformers theme stuck in my head, so thanks everybody. Robots in disguise. The Decepticons. Yep, more than meets the eye. Now that's in my head. So that'll be my head until tomorrow, probably. All right. Okay. That's connected, that's connected, that's connected. Let's put some stickers on this thing. Gets our sticker sheet out here. We've got a bunch of stickers. And some of them are very tiny, and I'm going to hate. Because, hey, look, there's some little tiny gold stickers that I just know are going to be awful. Oh, boy. Yeah. Ugh, okay. Holy shit, these are tiny. I might not... I think I need tweezers for these. This is awful. For me. As you know, don't love stickers, don't love decals. Sometimes when you're doing high grades, you gotta. But... Okay. So that's, 6 here. Yeah, those are the side ones. Here's how you fix that, Pat. Think about any of the Michael Bay Transformers movies, and you will not like Transformers. All right, Epic Open Worlds. Okay. I saw the first Michael Bay Transformers with a bunch of people opening night. When opening night with a bunch of people, one of my friends for years after said, I've never seen Pat Baer so depressed except when we came out of that. That's my friend. We also saw, I'm not going to name drop him, but he's famous. We also saw the Clone Wars, the Star Wars Clone Wars movie with Jabba's effeminate uncle. And that movie was terrible. It did have a Wilhelm scream. It did have a droid being knocked off of a ledge, just scream, "Why?" which I appreciated. Alright, so somehow I just shoved one of these stickers. I can't find it. I somehow shoved it underneath the sheet, and I can't find the sticker, so I just tried to... Yeah, these aren't great. These are tiny and not great, and I'm not a fan of them. People do like Bumblebee movie. Yes, I've heard. I have not seen it. My friend showed me the first 10 minutes of the new Bumblebee movie. That shit, it was amazing. I opted not to watch the rest. Yeah, if you really liked it, that sounds great. As I said, I have not seen it. I cannot comment. All right, so So these stickers are incredibly small. And holy shit, and that's not, yeah, fuck it. You know what? Fuck this. You Whoever gets this in the future, if you want to put tiny goddamn stickers on your Optimus Prime, tiny gold stickers on your Optimus Prime, you can. But I'm not going to do it. I'm going to pick and choose the stickers I do, and that will not be those. I'm going to take this off here. Fuck it. This Optimus Prime does not have gold headlights. Tough shit. Look how small those. Look how small they are. Look at these. Look at those gold little circles. Not gonna happen. Why am I doing that? No, thank you. When I saw TF1 and Bumblebee transformed to the new Camaro, whatever the fuck, a guy in the back of the theater yelled, "Oh hell yeah!" I mean, yeah. Sounds like that movie was for that dude, and that's okay. All right, we'll put one more thing together. We're gonna take our momentary break here in the action, the pause for the cause, as it were. So as I snip these out, I will just say, hi. Once again, I am sorry for the late start. We are going to midnight on the Eastern time, so we do have another hour of streaming left. We started an hour later than normal because daylight savings time and my terrible internet connection, and that's awful. If you just kind of follow through Twitter and you don't already subscribe, consider subscribing. You can do that with Twitch Coin. If you link your Twitch with your Amazon, you can do that. That is an option you have if you'd like to do that. You can also just use real money. Then you'll have access to the Bear Cave emote. I do a subscriber giveaway once a month, the last stream of the month, which this month I'll be doing the subscriber giveaway on Monday the 25th. It won't be the last stream of the month. That's 2 weeks from tonight. But because I'm going to be away for PAX East, I don't know what my streaming schedule is going to be. So I'm going to do it that Monday. And that way I can mail it out, hopefully, before I go away. Or I go on my trip. So that's the hope anyway. So that's one way to subscribe. Or to support me. Another way is through my Patreon. I'll put a link, and of course, this is all in the show description as well. If you're watching this later on YouTube, in which case, hello. So that's another way. Is my Patreon. Getting to $200 a month will be offset the cost of my new internet, which would be very helpful. I'm trying to do that. I will guarantee a bonus stream. I'll guarantee more bonus streams. If I can just stream anytime I want and I'm not under the time constraint I'm currently in, that would be incredible. So that's another way to support is through the Patreon. You get rewards from that. Take a look at that. Cheers and bits here on Twitch. Always appreciated. Humbao throwing the Bear Cave emote. Thank you very much for that. Humbao. Humbao gave me 15 bits earlier. So bits and cheers are always appreciated. They just go to a bigger payoff from Patreon, or from Twitch, I should say. Here's my Amazon wish list. I am going to go look at it really quickly and just say, hey, this is what's my Amazon wish list is showing. I put up this 3-in-1 underwater robot thing. It's 200 pieces, but you can do 3 things with it. That looks really neat. I just put that in there. That's pretty cheap, but hey, the 3-in-1s are fun because you can take it apart and build the 3 things. And one of the 3 things is a big robot. I just think that looks cool as hell. I kind of want to build that. So I put that in there. I got a couple other Lego sets in there. Various things. There's a pre-order for the Gundam 00 Dynames, which is a cool looking kit. Just a bunch of stuff on Amazon that you could buy. You could also support me through coffee. One-time donation of coffee, or set up a subscription if you wanted. That's another way to just directly support, because any money I make through Patreon and Twitch and coffee goes into me buying kits, because it's an expensive stream. So that's helpful. I have the Build with Bear community. I post photos of stuff I work on. You can always send me stuff on Twitter. I retweet when people post things on Twitter and send it to me of the kits they're doing. If you're painting something, if you're building something, you can always do that. But you can also post in there. And then, as I mentioned, I have Let Pat Play, which is my weekly series. Every Monday I put up a new video, and we're working in mods and cheats in Fallout 4. And so that turned out pretty good. I think this episode is good. I'm just gonna add here. Let's see, check this out. Yep, German retweeted. That's nice of him. And then let's see. Yep, that's it. Let's get back into building. I think that's it. So this Thursday and this Saturday, I will stream at... Oh, Waffle Soup just subscribed. That's a tier 1. That's 5-month streak. Thank you, Waffle Soup, for that. Very much appreciated. Let's throw the Bear Cave emote for Waffle Soup. That's perfect timing because I just stopped talking about a thing. So perfect timing on that. I'm going to drink some water while you're filling up the chat with the old emote. Once again, when Alexandra has some time to to make a new $10 tier emote, then the Lego Pat emote will become available for the $5 subscribers, because I thought that would be cool. All right. So take this front one. Put these where they belong here. But yeah, working on this Optimus Prime attack mode. Instead of robot mode, they call it attack mode, which feels weird. It feels like a weird thing to call it. Attack mode. I guess in the vehicle mode you don't really attack, but it does feel like kind of a weird way to refer to the mode. I don't know. I feel a little weird about that. Hell yeah, wrestling's over. Now into the Bear Cave. Hey Jam, happy to have you here. Welcome. Yes, we are running till midnight, so you can watch the stream live for the next hour, because we are doing 10 to midnight tonight, which we will be doing Thursday and Saturday as well. Unfortunately, I'd prefer not to do that. I would much rather do my regular schedule, but daylight savings has once again ruined everything. Just dropped a kit on the floor here. Sheet on the floor. Okay, so we need D1, which is this. Which is a little grayer than I remember Optimus Prime, but whatever. It's still fine. 5 and 7. Okay. But yeah, happy to have you here, Jam. Yeah, so at the very least, I know that I don't know when, because tomorrow I'm going to investigate getting FiOS. I don't know when that would start, when I can get it installed. So I'm waiting. I'm going to wait on that. Basically, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so since I don't know when that's going to be, all I can do is say that this week at least 10 p.m. Eastern time, and then we'll take it from there. All right, so we need some nice big weapons here on this kit. I'm excited about that. Big old axe, big old gun. That's fun. I like that. Hey, Aristophan. Happy to have you here. Throw the Bear Cave emote in there for y'all. Welcome, welcome. All right. It's second hour of the stream, which means it's anime talk time. And then if something comes up, we'll chat about whatever comes up. All right. We got 3 shows to talk about. We'll talk about the easiest thing first, which is, while I find F25. It's this one here. Great. Easiest thing to Waffle Soup's here, of course. Hello, Waffle Soup. Easiest thing to talk about is Boruto. Another filler episode. It's Shikamaru's son. I forget his name. It's Shigade or whatever it is. It's basically his dad's name. He basically has his dad's name. Whatever. Um, but I like that. I like the kid. I like that he is literally like some folks are dealing with personality. Like if you watch Naruto, especially Shippuden, um, some of the kids are just like their parent. So he is just says what a drag. It's totally bummed out about working hard, but he also like has wind abilities because his mom is a famous wind user. So it's that weird thing where I'm like, those powers don't line up well. Like some powers I think in Naruto do line up well. Some mixing of abilities. But the whole idea of being able to paralyze people by attacking their shadows, the shadow possession jutsu and wind jutsu, I don't know how those two are going to connect together. I don't think he's ever going to be great with like I guess you could knock someone into you could blow them towards you so you could get attack them with your wind or get use the wind to set them up to take over or paralyze them. I don't know. And we still have not answered the question. Who had sex with Rock Lee? Because Metal Lee is definitely his son. Who the hell had sex with Rock Lee? Because somebody fucking did. And that's nonsense. Because we don't know. That is the big mystery of Boruto. Oh shit, I shouldn't have connected those two. I missed a thing. Trying to wedge this open. Good thing I have some tools. Trying to wedge this open here because I screwed up. I was so focused on talking about Boruto. Anyway, it's filler. It's fine. It was a fine piece of filler. There's the fun little guy who his dad is like owns a electronics corporation, and he's the first of his family to want to become a ninja. He's just I don't know. His like by default outfit looks like he's a Boy Scout, and I like him. I don't know. That kid's in the episode, so that's fun. There's some stuff. Alright, so I need D19. Let's see if there's anything else. So that's Boruto. It was fine. Okay, then we'll talk about that time I got reincarnated as a slime. This is episode 23, which might as well be the last episode. They're literally calling episode 24 like a bonus episode. Like episode 23 has a montage of stuff that's happened in that time I got reincarnated as a slime. And then it has an extended end theme where it's the end theme, but it's longer and like has more, it's like extended credits with new footage. And then there's like a closing thing. So it's a lot and fine. But what really here's the thing. I love the show. I genuinely, earnestly think it's like the best isekai since the first season of Overlord. It's the world building is incredible. I love how positive Rimuru is and how he's so overpowered and so dominating, but it never occurs to him that he should try to use force or use his abilities to demand things. He just seems like a nice guy who then wants to do well in this weird world that he finds himself in. And I really like it. I really like the show. It probably should not have been a 24 episode order because I can understand why they didn't want to do 12 because it was still building by the time they got to episode 12. It should have been an 18 episode order, really, in my opinion, because it builds and builds and builds, and then a weird side story happens, like a coda happens, basically. And it's fine. It's just like, what are we doing here? All right, so let's see. S06. All right, tiny stickers. Let's see if I can pull these tiny stickers out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not, but we'll see. These are very tiny stickers. They're bigger than the other ones, slightly. So yeah, so like, of course. Oops, where'd it go? Shoot, just piece fell here. I don't know where that went. I gotta look for that piece. Hold on, I gotta look for the piece. Well, I'll talk while I look. I'll apply this sticker, and then I'll look for the piece that just I lost. So overall, I really do genuinely like the show. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna watch the 24. I'm gonna watch next week's episode. It's the last episode. I enjoy it very much. I think it's a good show, but I also am fine with it. I'm also fine with it being over because, like I said, I think that it ended weak. It's a good show that ended pretty weak, and so I am okay with this being the end of it. And just saying, all right, let me know what's going on. You know, if there's another season, that's cool. I know there's more to the manga, so I would be interested in seeing what happens to the manga. But yeah, overall, I think. Ow. Y'all saw that, didn't you? Y'all saw that? This piece that I went to plug in bounced off and hit me in the head and then flew away. That was pretty fun. You don't see that every day. But yeah, overall, the time I got reincarnated as slime is a good show. Oh, there it is. That's what I needed. But overstayed its welcome. Probably did not need to be 24 episodes. And then, let's talk about it. The show that I now watch later in the day because 2 episodes ago, they fucked me up so bad at the end that I was kind of ruined for the whole day. Mob Psycho Season 2. This episode was pretty cool. It's a little rough and tumble stuff, but some minor characters I really like had a good payoff. Some good dimple stuff in here. Things are heating up. It's getting rough. Who knows if things are going to work out and who's going to be in trouble. And I don't even know if they can pull this shit off, but it was a good episode for some minor characters that I like. And we'll see how it goes. But I'm really digging the show overall. Overall, it's like just been a really solid season, and like I'll, I went into it expecting like more Mob Psycho, but it's been like a really solid portrayal of Mob, and like there's a lot of growth with a lot of different characters, and now things are getting heavy. I warned a friend because she was catching up on the whole show, and I like sent her a warning going like, hey, you're about to watch episode 8 or whatever it was. I'm like, this one's fucking rough. This is rough. Be warned, because no one warned me. Because it was like fucking heavy. But yeah, overall, Monday's just a good day. I mean, I only got another week of it before Rimuru ends, but overall, it's been a good day of for anime. And then by Thursday, I'll have more to talk about. There was no One Piece over the weekend. I don't know when One Piece comes back. I don't pay enough attention to that stuff. I should pay better attention to that stuff, but who knows? It might be like months. I have no idea. I don't, like I said, I do not pay attention, so I do not know. We had a big, huge chapter end, and that might be the end of the season, or it might be on a break for months. I have no idea. So there. I discovered that Tubi has a lot of anime on it, so I started watching God Mars. I know what God. I'm literally now about to look up God Mars because I know about it. Oh yeah, I know God Mars. Yes, the six God combination. When was that? Yeah, that's some old school anime right there. That's early 2000s. 2000 sorry, early 80s. That's 1981 to 1982. 64 episodes. Six God combination God Mars, which is sometimes just called God Mars. Loosely based on the 1976 Mars manga from Shonen Champion magazine. God Mars is named as such to represent the mythological Roman god of war. I have not thought of that in a long time. Yes, it's real old, no budget, 1981. Yes, it is 1 year younger than me. I was born 1 year before the principal uh, components of that show. I was born while they were doing storyboards for the first episode of that show. Yeah, that takes me back. Ultron. Had not thought of that. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think there's any other anime shows that I watched since Saturday. I'm gonna go look at my thing that tells me. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, Doro. Behind on quintuplets. I gotta catch up on the last quintuplets was fine. I've got Black Clover tomorrow. Wednesday, I've got My Roommate is a Cat and The Rise of the Shield Hero. I just had a good conversation with a friend of mine who said that they're very into Rise of the Shield Hero. They're getting into it, and I was like, so we started talking about the parts of it that are very bad. Okay, make sure 6A is inserted into the correct position. Big hole face to part A 13. Big hole to face A13. The fuck? Sorry, this is going to take a second while I try to figure out what the fuck they're talking about. I think that's right. No, I gotta. These are like blue on blue, and there's like big hole to face A13. Oh, it goes. Oh, okay. I get that now. Okay. All right. I get it now. Okay. It's behind it, and it's like a hinge. This is so the legs can move around a bit. All right. All right. I got this. Sorry, folks. The description didn't make any sense to me, and now it makes some sense to me. Still doesn't want to come together right, so that's fun. Okay. Uh yeah, so we talked about Rise of the Shield Hero, which as I said, I can't recommend, but I am interested to see where it goes. I am watching it. I just can't. I'm so surprised that people are so into it still. I just think that there's just so. It's not that it's like, oh, it's so problematic. Like, it's not that. It's just weird, and I don't think it's good. And like, yeah, a bunch of people really fucking dig it. I don't know. They're not suspect or anything, but it is like a fucking rough show. I don't know. All right, let's try to get this Optimus Prime working. Can't get this to get. I don't know what I'm fucking up here. Let me try the other way. Is that gonna? Okay, I got it. Okay. Yep. All right. Okay, I got it. What is a good anime that takes place in the medieval fantasy world? Oh, epic open world. There's a lot of Slayers is a good one. Slayers is a fun isekai. Uh, if you let's see, so Log Horizon. Uh, I really like Log Horizon. It's one of those like dot hack like it's a guy in a sense, but it's also like we woke up in a virtual reality world. Um, but it's also really fucking solid. It's a really interesting. It's the best of Sword Art Online, dot hack, that subgenre that I really like. I'm actually like just fucking googling to like refresh my memory. Um, Claymore is interesting. I don't know if Claymore is like incredible, but it's interesting. Uh, Berserk. Berserk is heavy as shit. The modern Berserks, I think the art style is awful, and I dislike it greatly. The storytelling is very good, and then the old like '90s Berserk is fucking ends really rough, but the build up is pretty incredible. So I think that the first parts of Berserk are really cool. Um, Trying to think. Bastard. Bastard's fine. I don't have fond memories of Bastard, but I think it's kind of interesting. Spice and Wolf is an interesting fantasy show. Uh, let's see. I'm just like literally looking at some. Uh, Lord Marksman and Vanadis is an interesting show, medieval fantasy show. I never finished it because it also became like not an isekai, but it became a harem show, and so eventually I was like, I'm done with this. But I kind of like the idea of a world with like incredible battle maidens. There was also like a dude who's just real good with a bow. And then he's like not good enough to deal with shit, so he goes and finds like an ancient like demoness to be like, hey, can I be better at the bow, please? I need it. I need to be better at the bow. I gotta save some people. And so, like, yeah, there's something about that that I remember liking. I never watched Sacred Blacksmith. Um, the Netflix Castlevania. I don't know if they made a new Record of Lotus War. Yeah, Ultra says Bastard has problems. Yeah, Bastard has some problems. Um, uh, yeah, I think that there's some good ones there. I think maybe you might be able to find a few good fantasy ones with that. Honestly, the original Berserk I think is kind of incredible. The story that leads up to, but then it just ends so fucked. It just ends so fucked. Uh, D18. And then 16 and 15. So we're working on the skirt right now. Just coming along here. 15, 16. Oh, the record of Grand Crest War. Yes, the crests, the many many crests show. That's not bad. I didn't dislike that show. I didn't fall in love with it, but I didn't dislike it by any means. All right. So this goes how though? Okay. That connects like that, and that connects like that, and then this whole kit feels very fragile. I think it'll be fine, but it feels very inconsequential. And then it is advised to glue D18 and D16. Yeah, no. I'm not gonna glue. Like what? Don't tell me in a snap. It just basically told me in a snap model kit that this front's gonna fall off if I don't glue it. And no thanks. That's not why I buy snap kits. Yeah, I don't know if I can really recommend this kit. It's good to know, but the stickers are very tiny, and I don't love it. I'm trying to think about other fantasy. I mean, so there's Gate, which somehow became a harem show as it went, but it's like modern Japanese military like goes through this gate and finds a fantasy world, uh, and then various things happen, and it's fine. Uh, so yeah, I don't know if I have any other big anime, fancy anime to reference here. Let's look it up. Oh, these decals suck ass. I might take Starstream off my Amazon wish list because I don't know if I want to build it. I don't want someone to buy that for me and then feel bad if I'm complaining. Like, I bought this with my money. I mean, it's money from the streams and all that, but it was my decision to get this. But yeah, I do not love this. Uh, so this list I'm looking at counts Full Metal Alchemist as a fantasy anime series, which I guess is true. And yeah, all right, medieval fantasy. It's not really medieval. It's definitely not really medieval. Uh, it's more of a fantasy series because there's trains in it. It's like a Victorian fantasy. Because I clicked on what's the best anime fantasy and it doesn't have medieval in it. So let me look up medieval fantasy. Oh, Jumanji is esports. Oh, there's also a lot of Tales animes. Yes, there's a good Tales like anime that's like a 12 episode one that I remember really liking. I can't remember which one it was. Took place on an island, and I remember really liking it. Uh, so browsing Hulu in the sports category, they have things you expect like WWE, SmackDown, and Raw. Right next to Raw, it has Jumanji. I guess they're just like, hey, if you're coming here for wrestling, then you probably like The Rock. Here's the remake of Jumanji. Is it the remake of Jumanji, Epic Open World, or is it the other Jumanji, or the sequel to Jumanji? It's not a remake, right? It's a sequel. Is it the Jumanji that has The Rock in it? Also, are tabletop games esports? Or sports, I guess. Because it is a competitive tabletop game. Well, yeah, these things suck ass. Holy shit, this sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna, as soon as the stream's over, when I start uploading this video, I am going to delete Starscream off my Amazon wishlist because I don't want to build it. This is not great. Uh, yes. Oh, it's a Robin Williams Jumanji. Epic World. That's so weird. That's very weird. Oh, I wanted to look up medieval fantasy, anime, while I put this stuff together here. Yep, that just fell right off. I can't believe this thing has a note that says I should use glue. Fuck off. A model kit. Tell me to get glue. So those are those pieces. That's that piece. Guess we'll build our Optimus head here. We'll get some Optimus Prime's head going. That's fun. It's kind of neat to have all that together, but all right. All right, I'm gonna go back and look at your chat here, y'all. Let's see. Goblin Slayer is fantasy. I don't think it's good. Seven Deadly Sins is medieval fantasy. So I don't love the Seven Deadly Sins, but I know a bunch of people that really like that show. So I don't. Yeah, I don't have a big particular opinion on it. Like I said, I know people who are like, "This is my jam. This is my thing. This defines me." And fairy tale's kind of medieval fantasy. The setting's pretty medieval. It's a little Victorian, but mostly medieval. And I like fairy tale. There's a lot to it, but I do generally enjoy that show. I am behind. I have to catch up again. Keep letting that show get away from me. There's a bunch of recommendations. Evil Optimus Prime name should have been Optimus Crime. Wow, Ultron. Damn. Nailed it. It's a pretty good name. Yeah, he's like what? Like Nexus Prime or something like that? Whatever, negative Prime. But there is an evil. There's the evil truck. But yeah. This kit is fine. The stickers are bad. Yeah, and I don't think I want to build Starscream. Alright, put that in there. Glad I have my tweezers. So Slayer's on Hulu. I will add it to my watch list. Yeah, Epic World. I don't know if I mean, I remember. Think fondly of Slayers because I think it was like silly and fun. I don't remember. I can't say it's going to be incredible, but I remember liking it a lot. Yeah, Gate is kind of interesting. Let's see, Seven Deadly Sins. Sacred Blacksmith, as I said, I never really saw. Seven Deadly Sins, like, I like, but I know people who are not super into it. Let's see. Grimgar, A Fantasy in Ash. It's another one of those, oh, we were playing a video game. Oh, shit, we woke up. It's like based on a light novel of that, but it's like a group of people, and I remember it being really interesting, and like there's some cool shit going on with it, but it was good. I don't know if it was great, but I remember it being good. Slayers is a weird show because the OVA's all-star character is never in the show. Yeah, I don't know if I saw the OVAs or if I can't remember. But that is weird. Because if you saw the OVAs first, because they're like tape trading or whatever, then you'd be like very confused when you went to the main series. So it goes like that. Alright, so it goes like that. Alright. Let's get these together. Putting together the head of our Optimus Prime. So this goes like that. Comes together pretty easy. This part of the kit, at least. Even if this isn't my quote unquote my Optimus Prime, like I still think it's a good looking kit. It's weird he's got such a tiny waist. I don't know why that bothers me, but it does somewhat. 14. Oh, and there's some stickers we can put on. Hooray. Let me just do another quick search through. No, I don't think that's good. No. Never seen that. I'm just looking at a list of like someone's like 20 recommendations. Yeah, I said Claymore. It's it's tough. It's parts of it are tough to watch, but it's a good show. Spice and Wolf. It's kind of like a romance. It's a hardship romance story, but it's a romance story set in a medieval. It's kind of interesting. It's a lot of sadness in it. It's like really focusing on like trade and economics, but also like uh, romance. That's cool. It's different. Speaking of tiny waste, I finished Iron Blood Orphans the other day, and sure, that was sure an ending that happened. Ooh, yeah. Yes, Lashbrook. That show ends. That show ends. Uh, Not talking is a weird thing to do when you're running a stream, but yeah. Iron Blood Orphans. It's a show that lives up to its name. That for sure lives up to its name. Apply the sticker here. Just got to apply a face sticker here. Wait. Stickers are hard to add. Fuck it. Not. Try again. Trying to be better about doing the sticker work stuff because I know some people really love it, but it's not great. Yeah. It also doesn't help that we are getting close to midnight, and I wasn't prepping necessarily for this to be a 10 p.m. till midnight stream. Not that I'm like gonna pass out or anything, but I I would have done other things. I sat here from 9 p.m. till like 10, basically just twiddling my thumbs because I like, you know, didn't have anything planned. I had plans from 9 to 10. They were streaming. All right, put that on there, and then A7. Finish the head up here. Yeah, so the plan is that Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to do a bonus stream. I'm going to do Twitch Sings. They added a couple songs that I'd like to do in that. Because, and it's going to get announced, so I can mention it here for folks that are hanging out to this late on chat. I am going to do a Twitch Sings stream for the Giant Bomb Community Endurance Run. So I am going to do a 3-hour singing stream for that for charity. So I'd like to do a couple streams leading up to that to practice and get pick some songs that I want to sing and some songs that I don't want to sing but will sing, and just kind of do that. So I'll do that on Wednesday night. It'll be 10 p.m. till probably 11:30 or maybe midnight. I don't know, but that's the plan anyway. And then Thursday, 10 p.m. till midnight stream. Saturday, 10 p.m. till midnight stream. Saturday the 23rd, as I mentioned, will be 4 p.m. till 6 p.m. because I'm working that night, so I'm going to stream 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. And it will be a stream live from an undisclosed exterior location, because I do not have the ability to stream from my apartment during the day. As we know, as we learned, it's even worse than it used to be. So yeah, keep an eye on my Twitter. I'm going to skip ahead and do this part here so I can put the head on the rest of it. We haven't built the arms and the legs or the weapons. We will do that on Thursday as we keep building this, but I figured it would be cool to just complete this thing here and put this head on. And oops. Oh, why is that not working? All right, let's get his head on, and then we'll wrap up the stream after that. Because we'll end a little early, because it is an hour after I thought I would be done streaming, and I gotta upload this video and send it out to people and all that stuff. I don't know why this is not. All right, so there we go. Now if I do that, head will rest. Great. So this is our Optimus Prime here. Does Aura Battler done by count as medieval? I don't know, Ultron. I don't think so. Maybe. Okay, so that is that's going to do it for this stream tonight. Thank you very much for hanging out. Once again, I apologize for the late start. That will be at least this week. I'm just going to say it. It might be for a while, depending on if I can get this. Thank you for hanging out. If I can get this internet stuff straightened out and get new internet, then I'll go back to 9 o'clock streams. But if I can't do that, 9 o'clock streams it is. Thank you so much for hanging out, though. Have a great night, everybody. Tell a friend, tell a stranger, tell a loved one, and I'll see you on the next Build with Baer workshop. And then, as I said, Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern, special Twitch Sing stream. Good night.